What up everybody, Adrian here, and I'm back with another video, and I'm gonna give you 2 extra bonus examples relating to my writing tip about the death rule. Now just to remind you, the death rule is the character with the shortest amount of screen time gets the coolest death. But I forgot to mention 2 of the best examples of characters in movies being introduced only to be killed off. Now the first one is in Suicide Squad, if you remember the character Slipknot. Out of all the characters, he had the shortest amount of screen time. The way he was introduced is he gets out of a van and he just punches a woman security cop. Now, what is that supposed to represent? I guess that he doesn't care, he's supposed to be a badass. Now whether you like him or hate him based on that, that's up to you. Now he's not even really given a backstory. They literally just say, oh, he can climb anything, he can tie any knot. Okay, you know nothing about his background, so why should you care? So later on, when the team is in the city, you got Slipknot talking to that boomerang guy, and they're like, should we escape? Let's do it, come on. So then Slipknot shoots his little rope gun, and he starts scaling a building, and you think he's gonna escape. So then Rick Flag activates some bomb on a cell phone, because they implanted every team member with some bomb in their neck, and then boom, his head explodes, and he falls off the building dangling from the rope. If I think about it, out of everyone that died, he had the coolest death scene. Now you're asking yourself, okay, what was the purpose of this character? He had no arc, no backstory, no character development. He didn't even actually help the team. He didn't do anything. So what the hell was the point of this character? Well, one of the points is they needed a death scene as soon as possible. They picked this character to kill off. With context into the story, he was made an example of that if anybody disobeyed the team, if anybody tried to escape, look what will happen to you just by looking at Slipknot. So he was a character specifically made as an expendable character. He didn't need a backstory. It would have been nice. You would have maybe felt something and be like, damn, they blew off his head even though he had a daughter, or whatever backstory they gave him to make you care about him a little bit. So technically, he did have a purpose to the story, but because he had such a short amount of screen time, at least they gave him a cool death scene, and that's the only one I really remember. Now the second greatest example that's even shorter than the one in Suicide Squad is in Terminator 1. If you remember when the Terminator T-800, he's going through the phone book searching all the different Sarah Connors, and the first one on his list he goes to kill. All he does is open the door and asks, are you Sarah Connor? And she says yes. He busts down the door, shoots her straight blank multiple times, dead. She again is another expendable character with a very short amount of screen time, literal 10 seconds of screen time. Now she didn't need a backstory because she was an instantly likable character. Now when you look at her right away, she looked so pure, so innocent, so fragile, kind of dressed frumpy. She might have been a housewife. The kids are at school. The husband is at work. He's just sitting at home cleaning, watching TV, minding her business. That's just implied in your brain, I guess. And then this big monster of a bodybuilder, aka machine, just intimidating her as she opens the door. And even the expression on her face is almost pitiful. Like she's so intimidated. She's so frightened to be like, who is this guy? And then when the T-800 realizes that she's Sarah Connor, his eyes like get all big and he kicks down the door. And right when you see the laser beam go onto her forehead, she's like frozen in fear. You feel so sorry for her that you're like, oh my God, is he really gonna gun this poor innocent woman down? That's the point of my death rule writing tip. She didn't have to have a backstory. Just by the way she looked, you instantly liked her and instantly felt bad for her when she was killed. So thanks for watching. Until next time, see you next video.